each and every individual to leverage the magical arts of positive motivation and manipulation. Hi, my name is Mark Boersma, president of Synergy Solutions, and are you as excited as I am for today's lesson? I've been looking forward to this. This is so awesome, and it's neat to be with Tom because Tom and I spent over 7 years really looking at the digging deep into the DNA for life, the natural laws. So just real quick, if you haven't gone through the previous ones, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss even one lesson. Like in most classes, like at college, you miss a class, it's not the big deal in the world, Or if you go to a seminar or an event, it's like, oh, if I miss one, if I come a little late, if I leave a little early, if I miss one, it's not that big a deal. This is different. Like, it's easy to say that this course, Leverage, the Magical Arts of Positive Motivation and Manipulation, it's easy to say that this is a different course, but it's hard. It's hard work. Hopefully you're seeing how much work, Tom and Peter and I have put into this. Hopefully you're seeing that. Hopefully that's clear to all of you to say, whoa, somebody's done a lot of work. But it's not just us. It's each of you as well, especially in the backstage passes. Like, this is where you see behind the scenes, like the 7 weeks is going to be so polished. It's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be amazing. But behind the scenes, often it's, it's not exactly like that. We've gone through the DNA for people, like, was that awesome or what? And talking about the 65,536 possible combinations. And then we went through next, and the DNA for business, the 530 grid, like that was pretty cool, right? Well, the DNA for life is, I don't know, it's even, like, it gets better. There's over 500 natural laws that have been discovered over the last 30 years. Like 500. My good friend Alan Stein, he said to me once, Mark, he's like, and he's just casual, like he seems like he's a wizard, okay? He's a wizard. And he said once to me, he said, Mark, how do I grasp the natural laws? It's just like they're so natural for you. And I'm like, well, go through, they're 6 minutes, purposely, intentionally, and go through one a day, and then do that over and over again. And I think it's his third time through it. And now more and more people are joining him with it. Like, Tom, the natural laws, I don't even know how to explain it. Can you give it a shot?
Yeah. Natural laws, basically, everybody pick up a pencil or a ball or something and throw it in the air. If yours doesn't come down, it's not a natural law. If it does come down, that's a natural law. You throw something up, gravity's going to pull it to come down. It's the same kind of, from my perspective, same kind of concept when we talk about these other natural things that take place. It just has to happen. There's no changing it or controlling it. If you abide by the natural laws, understand them, live them, and teach them, your life gets better.
So why is it, Tom, that when you told the FedEx story that I almost became, hyperventilating? I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I love that story. And how my oldest son, Jonathan, who's really big into, he's owned a number of his own companies. He just got his real estate license. I knew you'd be excited about that, Tom. And so,
great.
Yeah, and he's got his own video, and he's big into guns and all that. And he does an unbelievable Jack Sparrow impersonation, and he took that Jack Sparrow impersonation, and he went ahead and communicated the natural law just in a really cool, innovative way. Why? And then the grandpa Chappelle principle, like claim unclaimed territory. Like, why is it, Tom, that I pick those up so quickly from you and other people, and it seems like most people don't?
Because I think you're used to thinking that way, and most people aren't used to thinking that way. Take the claim all unclaimed territory. Most people are either taught or learned that you just, kind of sit back, do your job, do it well, somebody will recognize it, then they'll move me up the ladder, and hopefully I'll make it. And that works for some people. But if you really want to get there faster, then you have to take the initiative to say, how could I make this place better? Or there's an opportunity here and nobody's really filling that position right now. Why don't I just assume it and start to do it? I'm going to learn something in the process. People are going to recognize that I'm taking some initiative to make it happen. I may not end up with it this time, but somewhere, sometime, in some boardroom, they're going to be sitting around talking about an initiative they need to get done, and they're going to say, okay, if we're going to do this, who's the person to put there? And most likely they're going to come back to you if you've been the claim all unclaimed territory person.
I love it. So there's all kinds of natural laws. We won't go into the details, but there's a story, just like with Lou Costabile and, all the cars that he's done and, the 40,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel, how he's making, $30,000 a year, on just a hobby. Like, how cool is that? There's a story behind every car. There's a story behind every gun, classic gun. So there's a story behind our passions and why we're passionate. And the Next Dimension Principle is one of my most favorite. There's an amazing story behind that. So when we look at it, we see in the leverage model that there's three specific. So in the natural laws, it's see, think, and do. See, think, and do. But sometimes we think, see, and do. Sometimes we do think and see. Sometimes we do see and think. Like, it's not necessarily in that order. Like, they're all interconnected together. But when we look at the model, the seeing connects back into the natural laws. The thinking connects back into the natural laws. The doing connects back into the natural laws. But in addition to that, also, the DNA for business connects back into the natural laws, like the cluster principle. Present solutions connects back into the natural laws. And then listening or personality masteries. Like, all of this is woven together in just a magical way. And all of that leads to leverage, magical arts of positive motivation and manipulation. Hopefully this short lesson has been amazing. If you have any questions on anything that's, we covered today, you're intrigued, the energy just draws you in, connect with the individual who invited you to participate, or you can go to leverage.dna4, F-O-R, DNA4Success.com. Find out a lot more information about it, and then for sure register, and then take advantage of the backstage passes. I think the backstage passes are worth more than the course, actually. And always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. God bless. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.